And I'm trying to raise gently used equipment and cleats and all things for the participants at the camp.
Okay. Now, when you say gently used, how used are we talking here? Obviously, no one can bring in their gear from back in the 1980s, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Just after a couple of games, it can be a little beat up, but as long as it works.
It's got to be usable, obviously, for everybody. Okay.
Yes.
Now, what brought this up? How did you get this going? Like, what brought this to your mind that you wanted to do this?
Well, first I saw on Instagram that at first Deebo Samuel was putting on the camp,
right?
But unfortunately, after getting traded to the Commanders, he's in Washington now. So,
and we should say this already. Olivia is a Niner fan,
yes.
So you're not very happy about this, huh?
Yes. I'm very upset.
Oh.
But I put in an application because I wanted to do social media and take pictures of the players, and I thought it'd be so cool. But I also wanted to do a passion project. I'm starting my college application, so I wanted to get a head start on that. And so I get to be around football because I do want to go into sports journalism and communication. So I thought it'd be a great experience.
Well, as somebody who went into sports journalism, hope you can actually do that.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. I'm going to warn you right now, but it is a lot of fun.
Yes.
And you get to do a lot of what you're trying to do, which is go meet these athletes, go take pictures of them and stuff, which personally, I agree with you. I think that's a lot of fun.
Yes.
But I'm a geek like that. So it is what it is.
Too.
But at this point, have you gotten anything? Do you know where they can drop all this stuff off at? Like, what are some of the details in which if someone wants to come and donate to you?
So I've had a few setbacks just with putting up donation boxes for public businesses. I've been trying a lot of gyms and churches, but we do have one at the River Lakes Church. That's our first box. And it has a QR code that links to the GoFundMe that we set up and the personal Instagram account that has it. But I'm just constantly posting it and letting people know. But I also put up flyers at school too with the QR code so people can connect to that with that too.
Okay, fantastic. Do you have the QR? Because if you give us the QR code, we can always put it up on our socials as well. And
I do have it.
Okay. Yeah, and I found our Instagram page this morning. Just look up Gear Up for Greatness. We'll share it in our notes. And the actual drive, is that still going on May 24th?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. Okay. So that will be the Olive Branch Community Church. So you can get all the info. It's over off of Olive Drive. And after the show, I'll talk to your mom because I have another business that I work for. Maybe I could help you out sharing the info and maybe even getting a box over there. So
that'd be great.
We'll definitely help you out. That camp that she's talking about, which was the formerly known as the Deebo Samuel camp, which is a Christian McCaffrey camp, is June 13th. At BHS, I believe from 8 to noon, and signups are still up. I believe it's Flexworks that still is doing it.
Yes.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, obviously you're a little disappointed because Deebo's not going to be there. But Christian's coming, so that's got to be really exciting,
amazing.
Right?
Very
exciting. My nephew will be there, and he's even more excited. He gets to play with Christian now.
Yeah, that's awesome. I can't wait.
And God only knows, he might bring Kittle with him. Brock could come. You never know.
Yes.
Now, obviously, being a Niner fan, is there anybody that you're kind of really hoping shows up? Is there like a super? Are you a fan more of one player than the other?
I mean, obviously McCaffrey, but also Fred Warner's doing a camp too, so I'm hoping to do that one as well because they're my favorites, and Kittle. I hope everybody comes.
They're fantastic.
I'd be happy if Shanahan was there too.
That's a new awesome. There you go. You don't hear Shanahan name thrown out there very often. That's awesome. Okay, well, now I'm going to ask you a question real quick because this is the topic that I just am very curious about, especially with somebody your age. What is your thought on the entire getting girls into tackle football? Do you think that this is something that needs to happen, or not needs to happen, but could happen?
Yeah.
Do you think it's something?
So. There's a lot of mean girls out there who would be good at tackling.
I've played and coached girls that have been meaner than boys. So
when I went to Ridgeview, we had a girl, Heather Hunt, that played on our offensive line, and she was mean. I played I played backup safety and quarterback, but she would hit, and you wouldn't even know because she was a big one, and she would smash us. And she did not talk. She wasn't a trash talker. She would let her hits. I mean,
that's usually how it is too. They just want to be out there to hit somebody.
We just had our powder puff game where the girls play flag football, and it was almost tackle football. So I think they
really,
yeah.
Dang, you guys got physical, man. Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen, my dad is a longtime soccer referee, so I go out there and watch them all the time. And girls soccer has always been way more physical than guys soccer. It actually very much like it's impressive how physical some of these women can get. So that's why I love to hear from people, especially your age, because this is a topic that I think that people need to start talking about a little bit more and getting girls into these types of sports. So it's really encouraging to know that someone your age thinks the same way.
Yeah,
so.
I'd play.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Are you on the team or no?
No, I said I would play.
Oh, I would play. I'm sorry that you said I did play.
Yeah.
Okay.
What position?
Maybe nose guard.
Nose guard. See, look at that.
D-line. Yeah.
She's already ready for at games, man. That's a good sign, right there.
As a Warner fan, I could see the linebacker.
Yeah.
Coach, you got a junior. I'm telling you right now, you can go grab her right now. I promise.
Well, how did you become a 49ers fan?
It's in my blood. I think I watched football. I started watching football more than cartoons, honestly. But my dad, and then
you kept in the family.
Yes,
I'm a Dolphins fan, and that was the same way.
See, I'm the only person that goes out of the norm when it comes to that. I did not want to cheer for any team that my family cheered.
I was not like that.
All my brothers were Raiders fans, so I grew up watching Dan Marino and the Dolphins, and that was probably the best football I've seen since it's been 20-something years.
Obviously, she is growing up during some of the best times to be a Niner fan.
Yes.
You got the Jim Harbaugh times. You got the Colin Kaepernick era, all of that type of stuff. So that must have been fun to watch.
Yeah. The Super Bowl is not so fun.
No, but I mean, you win some and you lose some. You learn that. I'm a Falcons fan, so you're talking to somebody who knows well about that.
So, for those who are listening who want to help, is that the easiest way? Just follow you on Instagram?
Yes.
Okay. So get the Instagram out there again one more time for people who didn't hear you.
It's just Gear Up for Greatness, Baco at Gear Up for Greatness. And then we also have a QR code that we'll post, or hopefully. And then sorry, I didn't mean to plug myself like that.
No, you're fine. Plug yourself. That's how this works, son. Go for it.
But it has a QR code that links directly to the Instagram account where you can get more information and the GoFundMe as well.
Oh, looking beyond this event, is there any future things that you're looking forward to or you're going to get with the community? I know you're only a junior and you're already starting that fire. Is there any, other events you have planning? I know you talked about another football camp.
Yes, hopefully, if we have like leftover gear that kids didn't taking it to the Fred Warner camp would be amazing too. But just promoting that one as well.
Okay. And real quick, just because I'm curious about this. Now, when it comes to the gear that you are giving to these kids, do these kids get to keep the gear? Does it go back to you and then given out again? How does that work?
They get to keep the gear.
They get to keep the gear altogether. Okay, fantastic. That's cool.
And then we have from the GoFundMe, we've ordered stuff and we have all different sizes, all different mouth guards. So it's personal to you.
Fantastic.
That's awesome, man.
This is really cool.
It is really, really cool what you're doing for these kids, for the community, and really just building the future, the sports journalism. As soon as you said that, I saw Burdick's face light up.
There's not a lot of people that want to do this anymore, Sparky. We gotta recruit when we can. Okay.
Exactly. I get it. But I really appreciate you coming out. I know you have school today, but I'll link up with your mom after the show and we'll definitely, get on board and see what we can do to help out.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for coming, hon.
Thank you.
We're going to take a break real quick, pay some bills. We'll talk more NFL draft on the other side. You're listening to the Early Bird Special on 101.1 FM, 1230 AM, ESPN Bakersfield. And don't forget, you can watch us live 7 to 9 on YouTube at the Early Bird Special. We'll be right back.